Alright, well, I had to make this video. I've thought about this so many times, doing this video, and somebody may find it useful and understand the information that I'm trying to put out there regarding pocket knives, assisted or automatic or out the front style pocket knives. Look up those terms if you don't know the difference between the styles. I don't have any OTF out the front knives here, but these are just some pocket knives that I've acquired over the years, and this being the most recent that I just got. In the title of the video, I've been trying to replace this as my EDC, my everyday carry pocket knife, for years. And I mean, I'll walk into a store, now and then and check out things. And I haven't, for 8 years, I haven't been able to replace this as my everyday carry knife, the Kershaw Clash. Can Onion designed knife. I'm sorry, but I think I will be buried with this pocket knife. I just cannot find, and I'm going to tell you why this is the best goddamn pocket knife. So, we'll start with the Clash. In the pocket. So, I guess it rides deep. I don't know what you'd consider that. First things first, the pocket clip is unbeatable. Wide, large pocket clip that I simply love. I cannot stand these thin, pointy, no purchase having ass pocket clips such as this. And the most recent launch, automatic. This is an automatic. Pops open with a button, closes with a button, which I will also get to. Why it doesn't beat this $100 launch does not beat a $17 Clash. So, as I mentioned, the wide, large purchase, big opening. First of all, this doesn't get caught on stuff. When you're trying to slip this back in the pocket, it just slips right back in the pocket. These narrow clips, I'm sorry, this one's pretty good. I'm happy with that, and that's one of the reasons I did purchase it. But these narrow clips, they're very jabby. They just, I don't know if you noticed that difference. Did you see how unsmoothly that kind of grabs? This guy just slips in like butter because it's wide. It's a big spoony kind of contact patch that it slides back onto the pocket really easily, and it doesn't eat up pants pockets. It doesn't eat up the corner of your pockets. These little fuckers, they just tend to eat up your pants more. So that's point number one. My biggest loves of the Kershaw Clash is that broad clip that you can't find on any knives. And here's my biggest pet peeve. This is like literally what I judge all knives by, is whether I can be ready to deploy this knife as it's coming out of my pocket. So when I reach down, when I slip my thumb in my pocket, okay, then this is an assisted opening, so it has the speed safe lever. I can feel that right through my pocket. All I got to do is slip my hand down, and I found it. It's right there. So that big clip it gives me a lot of purchase to draw this knife out. I can find it very easily. So I can even put my finger over that, like that's a finger pad right there, and draw with my finger on the assisted opening. It reaches it perfectly. So as it's coming out, I'm deploying it. As quickly as it can come out of my pocket, this knife can be deployed. Now, we'll compare that to other knives. Let's compare it directly to a knife that costs 5 times the price. So, slip it in. That's already catching on my pocket and not wanting to just... Look. I really had to... But, granted, this is seen in a lot more use. But it is still a point that it's these narrower pocket clips that want to hang up and not just slip back over your pocket. So, let's try the same thing. We'll get it, you know, that's inserted up to the hilt. Now I put my hand down here. There's no assisted opening. There's the edge of the knife. There's nothing there. My thumb is inside here looking for the button. I can't reach it. My thumb doesn't reach the button. Deep all the way into my pocket. Doesn't reach it. There's no way that I can deploy this knife as I'm drawing it from pocket. I have to pull it out, and that's where my thumb is. Sorry. But that's where my thumb is. That's as close as I can get to the fire button on this knife. So I draw it out, and I have to shimmy it down before I can... God damn, this thing's strong. Before I can deploy it. Now, secondly, I can't close it one-handed. I can release the blade, and I can start it, but I cannot fully... I did, but that was so much finagling. That was so difficult to do. My hand is all janked up right now trying to do this. I can get it all the way to there, and then it gets really difficult to do. I have to really contort my hand to close it up. Compared to the Clash. So, ready? My fingers, I've got the fire button right there. It's under my finger. That quickly. God damn it, something's got my throat. But, also, when I want to close this one-handed, it's stupid simple. Stupid simple. Look how easy that is. Now, I've got an incredible amount of time in on this knife, but this is effortless. It has nothing to do with how often I'm used to using this knife. Now, another thing that makes the Clash, and this also applies to... Fuck, guys. This also applies to other assisted opening knives with speed-safe style flippers. Is once you open an assisted knife, this flipper transfers sides over to here and serves as a protector. This knife cannot close on your hand. If you're, you know, poking at something, digging into a piece of wood or something like that, whatever, jam into something, this knife can't close on your fingers because of that flipper right there. It serves as a finger guard. So I just broke the safety there. But look, it can't close. It'd be very difficult. If you're gripping this knife, that's not going to work. You're not going to be able to fold this thing closed. It's going to pinch your finger a little bit there, but that really doesn't hurt. It's going to be very difficult to close this on your hand. The way a Clash rides personally in my hand is just absolutely perfect. Where my thumb rests at, what do they call it, the jib, maybe, of the blade? I don't know all the terms. I'm not a knife nut. I just appreciate a great pocket knife. The Kershaw Clash has been unbeatable for years for me as an EDC, because this is the number one thing that I demand from a pocket knife, an assisted opening, whatever pocket knife. I hate thumb studs. I've never owned a thumb stud, and I never will. Scratch that. The Brawler, my Kershaw Brawler, had a thumb stud, but I take them out. Comparing the Clash to another assisted opening Kershaw in my pocket, I can reach that speed safe. It's right there, so my finger can reach it while I'm in the pocket, but there's absolutely no purchase really here for me to draw the, I mean, it's a little tiny tip that's, I guess that works sort of, but it doesn't inspire any confidence. Really, to draw this, my finger has to be in there. I can open it quickly, but see how it caught, kind of? Man, listen, there's that Clash pocket clip just does not do shit like that. I don't remember what this guy's called. He was quite cheap. Picked him up at Walmart. But, yeah, that's a little bit better. My finger, my middle finger kind of gets under that, and I can draw that out very easily. Just about the same as the Clash, but there is nowhere near as much confidence that I have that knife. That knife is never going to slip out of my fingers while I'm drawing it, and there just isn't. I have not found a better pocket knife for EDC than the Kershaw Clash. I think this is a perfect knife. The way it rides in your hand is just absolutely wonderful. So yeah, that's what I measure pocket knives by, really, is whether they slip in and out of my pocket easily, securely. There's a lot of purchase there for my drawing finger to draw out with my thumb on the other side of the knife, you know. That does not inspire confidence in me. That feel is big, beefy. It's so easy. It's so easy to get some purchase on. That's how I measure knives. And if anybody has any input, I would love to know a equal replacement, higher quality, steel and such, build quality, than the Clash, because this is a cheaper end, lower end Kershaw. Don't know if you can still even get them or not, but yeah, I guess that wraps it up. Just, man, I'm telling you, the feel of this Clash, it is well worn, but perfect pocket knife. Ken Onion absolutely killed it with this knife design. Manufacturers, beef up your goddamn pocket clips.